Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Mariah Davida here, and today we're doing a look, a very simple look, but a look nevertheless. I filmed. I'm really trying to stick to filming this month. I'm giving myself a challenge where I film something every single day at some point, go live, stuff like that. So I have different platforms. Follow me if you are not already following me on TikTok, on Instagram, on Pinterest, and of course here if you're new to my channel. I'm going to be showing you how I do this like quick basic routine. Honestly, this is quick for me. It is a full coverage like base, perfection, blush, contour, all that jazz, but this is my simplified look. So if you want to see how I achieved it, then please keep on watching. I can't even tell you, like, it's been a minute since I've recorded a YouTube video. Like, I've recorded, but intentionally not for YouTube recently. Like, I record little videos and I put it as a short, but like a full length video, we need to get back into it. Now, I'm going to be doing a look. I can't do a full-fledged look like how I planned, but once my eye is better, then I will. A little bit goes a long way. We're going to mix. So I mixed my Dior Backstage in 5N and my NARS. This is also, I'm technically wearing 3 foundations mixed together. So I'm wearing Soft Matte Caracas, Natural Radiant Tahoe. I was half bottles on both of them. So I put the rest of the Caracas with the Tahoe. So I mixed those 2 together. Then I mixed a little bit of the Dior Backstage foundation. So I'm technically wearing 3 different foundations right now, which is totally okay because it just turns out very pretty anyways on the skin. And so now I'm going to go in with my dense foundation brush and we're going to buff this into the skin. I'm also going to blend out my concealer on the perimeter of my face that I've put as well. Put some on my palette. So now whatever is left, I'm not going in with a lot like of the foundation. I'm going to blend the rest down my neck to cover my color corrector and make sure everything is even and seamless. Now, if you're new here, I always put foundation on my neck because I just think everyone should blend their foundation down their neck. You might not necessarily have to go as low as I do, but I do because my neck is deeper than my body, than my face, and it's always been that way. So that's why I do this step to make sure everything is cohesive. Now that everything is cohesive and blended, we're gonna go ahead and blend out my concealer. I'm using the exact same brush and it's been sitting under my eye for a little bit. This is the Charlotte Tilbury concealer and it's amazing. I really love this concealer. It's really good. It is super matte, super full coverage, exactly what I look for in a concealer. With a slightly fluffy brush. And right now, currently, the powder that I'm using under my eyes and around my face is Blondie from Huda Beauty. This is the original, like, scented formulation before they reformulated it to be unscented. So, as always, I go in with a fluffy brush immediately after blending my concealer because I have little lines under my eyes that I don't want the concealer to fully settle into, and on top as well. So we're gonna set that immediately. Now I'm going to go in with the rest of my face. I'm going to set my face with 3 different powders. I'm using my Sephora collection powder. I'm in the shade 36Y. Then on top of that, I'm going to apply my Micro Smooth powder in 56 Mahogany. Under my eyes, I'm going to do my Glam powder in the shade Golden, and this is like a brightening powder. And then for extra brightening in the corner, similar to like how I do my concealer, I'm going to be using the Boucle powder, Bouquet Silk in medium golden from One Size. So we're gonna go and speed this part up, but these are the products that I'm using. So like I said, I'm taking my Sephora collection powder and I'm setting the rest of my foundation with that using a light layer. Then I go in with the Micro Smooth powder from Sephora collection. This further sets my makeup and just adds like this nice smoothness that looks so good in pictures. And then of course I brighten my face underneath with my Glam powder and the One Size powder. Okay, so now we're gonna contour, and I'm taking my Sleek contour kit. I've had this for years, but I've gone like and used different powders in between, which is why it's lasted so long. And we're gonna chisel back our face very lightly. This powder is really pigmented, so we're gonna contour the hollows of my cheeks and just up onto the sides of my temples a bit. We're just gonna take the remainder of the brush and lightly contour my jawline a bit. Was I took my powder foundation brush, I didn't add anything to it, and I just pressed my powder into my skin, and that taps out like it being overkill, but it doesn't, I don't swipe it away. And then I just kind of like blend out my jaw contour and then feather out the edges of my contour. I don't do the top because I'm going to layer my bronzer on top of where I just contoured. And this is my tried and true. I'm so sorry, this is discontinued. This is Colored Rain Cinnabay bronzer. At the top of the year, I showed you guys this, and you can see how much of a dent I've already put in this. I'm definitely gonna finish this before the year is done, which makes me so sad because I can't get my hands on it again, but it's okay. Like, it is what it is. A lot of brands are discontinuing things, I find, especially this year or between last year. Like, some companies have like shut down and everything too, but a lot of brands are going to continue to like discontinue things and reformulate things. So it is what it is. I have other bronzers in my collection that thankfully I do also enjoy, but this is definitely my top bronzer ever, and I can never get my hands on this again. But I bought it, so I need to put it to use. Effortlessly look like I did a lot when I did nothing really at all is I drag my bronzer on the outskirts of my eye because it makes it look like I have on eyeshadow. And really and truly, I did nothing. It's just my bronzer being dragged. Now I'm mixing 2 blushes together. I'm going to start off with Coco Felicita. Coco Felicita? I don't know. It's from Milani. It's in the shade 130 Coco Felicita. So I'm going to take it. This is like a brown terracotta chocolatey blush, and we're going to put that on the apples of our cheeks, and again feather it onto the outskirts of the eye and then upwards, and it's going to add like this warmth to the skin. I really love these types of blushes, these shades. Brown blush, terracotta. So we're going to add that onto the skin and the top of my nose, and it's going to give me even more like bronzy look. It has like a slightly reddish undertone. I would say this is a dupe. It's in the same family as Sweet as Cocoa, Raisin, Hard to Get by MAC. If you know, you know. MAC is like discontinuing some of their blushes. I don't know if they're discontinuing all of them, but they're discontinuing a lot of their blushes. And I'm pretty sure Hard to Get is gone. Sweet as Cocoa left. I don't know if they're getting rid of Raisin, but like a lot of blushes are going away, and they're coming out with a new formulation of blush. So it's very devastating, but it is what it is. We have this blush here. that we're using. On top, just because I want a little bit of a topper, I'm going to take this kind of more terracotta lighter blush from Sephora collection in the shade 23 Passionate. I don't even think they carry this blush anymore either. And we're going to put that on top. And it's just gonna like feather and kind of like be a little bit lighter. And both of these blushes are kind of like satin finishes, so they have a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's very pretty. The lip combination, you know me, I don't play about my lip combination. And if you're new here, I don't play about my lip combination. So we're gonna take, first I'm gonna sharpen it. This is the best sharpener, by the way, from Glossier. I have two, one that I carry with me and one just at home. The best pencil sharpener for lips ever. I'm taking Morphe Vibes lip liner. You cannot get this anymore. They discontinued this shade. They came back out with their lip pencils, but this specific color, they don't have anymore. So Vibes. I'm gonna take Honey Taupe lipstick from ABH, and we're gonna pop that in the center. It's such a pretty color. I'm taking Dimensional Brown. It is a nub, but I'm taking that and I am adding dimension. If you're not a gloss person, you could totally leave the look here, but we don't do that over here. So we're layering 3 glosses. We're going to be taking the Rom and in the shade Nutty Vague. It's a lasting gloss, and it's really just a sheer kind of pinky-ish nude in comparison. And we're just applying that on top in the center. These glosses are really nice. Love the texture. And then we're taking Fenty's Hot Chocolate and we're defining our liner with this. And extra, and I want a little bit dimension added, we're actually going to be taking our Pat McGrath Bronze Venus Lust Lip Gloss. And we're going to be applying some of this as well. And it's a lip gloss that has, it's really the shimmer that it has like this pinky gold reflex shimmer. So I'm using it as like a topper to mix. And it's so pretty. And it adds that extra oomph. So we're gonna pop on this lash. You can wear whatever lash of choice you would like to wear. So this is the final look. Everything's all set and ready to go. I'll put some pictures so you guys could see what the final product is really giving. I'm about to head out the door. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial showing like a little bit of my base, a little bit of everything, my lip combination, and I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Bye guys.